You are listening to the Pencil and Paper Podcast Network. Visit pencilandpaperproductions.podbean.com to find more great podcasts.
Welcome to the Palace of Megapixels. This is Super Mega Crash Brothers Turbo!
Welcome to Super Mega Crash Brothers Turbo. I'm your host, Stephen White, and with me is my co-host, Todd Stark.
Hello.
And Lacey Finley.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everyone.
Yeah.
How is everyone today?
Great.
Great?
Kinda great.
Oh, you backtracked a little. What happened?
Well, I'm just the Donald Trump method.
Shh.
I don't know. I never said that.
Okay, you never said anything.
I never said
Do
it.
you want me to edit that out?
Take two. How are you, Todd?
I'm okay. How are you, Lace?
Nah. I mean, you're thinking on it. Did something happen? Did we lose audio?
Oh, hi. There we go.
Okay.
I saw Todd's lips moving and
like,
heard
what
nothing.
happened?
Oh.
So I was like, crap, if he just asked me a bunch of questions, I have no
He did.
idea what he just said. If you asked how I am living the dream, man. That's about it. No, I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm awake. We're going to talk about fun stuff.
Yeah, I
Life
think
is
so.
good. I mean, other than the fact it's like -10 outside.
Oh, wow.
And I'm
We're not
holed
that
up in
cold.
That's -20 here.
Well, we're on the cusp
I think
of
once you
freezing.
get past negative, it doesn't matter anymore. We're
No,
all
I just
losers at
want
that
to
point.
win something. I'm going to lose later. And what the hell did you just say? So I just wanted to win something.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
I
to
don't
grab
know.
the pen.
We're at like 4 hours of sleep. You might have an edge on me, man.
And I'm going to need like way more than that.
Well, before we get to that, what have you guys been playing?
Lace?
Oh my God, I'm addicted to Beat Saber so hard.
I seen somebody playing that, and I want to play it. I got to play that.
I'm like, it's a new sickness now. It's a new sickness. I can tell you, I'm gonna get lost in this hole for a long time.
I've heard it's really fun. I think you were the one telling me, get Beat Saber now.
It looks
it was
awesome.
Probably after I got done playing forever. Mm-hmm. Like I won't stop. I actually streamed it yesterday for the full 4 hours. Like I'm not stopping playing. And then everybody's like, "But Lace, don't you have to go to work?" I'm like, "Dang it, yes, fine, you're right. I should stop playing." I'm addicted, man. Mm-hmm. I'm like, even at work, I'm like, I just want to go home and play Beat Saber.
Yeah,
But
I
it's a
know.
lot of
I know the feeling.
We might have tried sometime.
It's been a while since I've had a game that I've been like this addicted to, so it's kind of fun.
It's always nice, though, because you have these games you just kind of muddy through, and then you find that one's like, this is my new addiction, I must play now.
Yeah, I'll probably do it like I did Guitar Hero, where I just like OD'd on it for like a month or two and got really good at it. And then I was like, you know what? I can't play this ever again. So I don't know. We'll see.
That Guitar Hero, I remember playing that. My wife actually got into that game, too. She's not a gamer at all. Mm-hmm. We would play, and next thing you know, it's 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, where the hell did the time go?
I spent so much money on that series.
I did too.
Every time they put out a new game, I'm like, well, it's time to go get a new game.
Yep.
So yes, it's time to re-up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what about you, Todd?
I've been playing Dead Rising 4, and I love that game. I started Resident Evil 2 last night. I just wanted to see how the beginning was different. Mm-hmm. And tell me, in the original game, and I don't remember, I remember the big tanker truck rolling through and hitting Leon Kennedy at some point.
I believe so, yeah.
Did they show how he turned in the original game?
I don't recall. I think it just kind of started off as like a big, like driving down the highway, chaos.
Going into Raccoon City.
And then everything just kind of goes, you jump straight in.
Because this one, you actually see what happens to that trucker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it starts out, it's completely different. So
that's good.
I might have to put on earmuffs because I don't want spoilers on how it's different if it is.
Oh, no, it's still Like that's just the first maybe 3 minutes. That's all I
have
played.
to wait for a sale before I can play it.
I played all the way until I got to the beginning of the demo, which is, you walk in the door at the police station, and then I stopped. I was trying to figure out the Anthem demo, which I screwed that up with. I don't know. EA, I guess a long time ago, I made an account, and I didn't. Forward thinking now, you think, well, everything's going to be linked. Back then, no, they didn't even talk about that stuff. So I get this new pre-order Anthem, and the VIP demo is out now. So I'm going to give Steven a friend key, but I got to log into it, right? So I log in, and it's like, you're not a part of this. You didn't pre-order the game. And I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I did. I got the receipt right here. Yeah, well, I created a new account and linked it to that. So I guess.
Can you get in?
I not now, but I think what I can do is go to GameStop and cancel my pre-order and do another pre-order with the same $5.
Yeah, they should be able to.
And then give me a new code.
Okay.
That's what I'm guessing. So friend keys should be on the way. Lace, you want a friend?
I guess you got to do that right afterwards so you don't miss out on the beta or the.
Yeah, I got today and tomorrow, but a lot of people are acting like it might go through a little of next week because they had so much problems yesterday.
Yeah, server crashes and whatnot.
Yeah, So
day one's always going to be like the big stress test.
Oh, for sure.
So if you want a friend key, Lace, I might send you a friend key if you want to try it.
What's it on? PlayStation?
Yeah, PlayStation.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
I never was that interested in it, but I've shocked myself sometimes. Where just like I'm like, fine, I'll play something. Oh, okay, actually, kind of like that.
Maybe we can get the Super Mega Crash siblings all together playing a game together.
Rolling air.
What?
Yeah. Family kicking ass.
What?
Just checking it out, and then we can all review it together.
Gentle trash talking.
Gentle, very gentle.
Ooh. Gentle trash talking.
Yeah. Okay, Steven, how's Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yeah, because that's all I've been playing. I still find myself going into these holes where I'm hunting all the time, and I don't do it intentionally. I start looking around, and I start looking at my camp, and then I'm start looking here, and I'm just like, let me just go get this one thing real quick, and then I'll go do that, and then I just kind of get lost hunting and just exploring, and I'm not complaining.
No.
I'm not complaining a bit, but I just notice I have not progressed that deep into the story. I think I've gotten, since last week now, I did get to chapter 3. So we've relocated our camp, and things have kind of changed a little bit.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I still kind of get in this loop of hunting. I will say, I do have this great story about hunting panthers. Now, if anybody has played the game, panthers are very hard to find in the game. However, my first encounter with a panther was by accident because I was in this one area where they are apparently located. I didn't know that at the time, but I was just riding around, minding my own business, and then just out of the blue, this panther jumps on my back, knocks me off my horse, and then kills me. And this was after I had spent time collecting all these skins that I needed, that I was collecting for my camp, for supplies. And they were all gone. So I was so mad. So I made it my mission. I was like, I'm going to go back to this spot. I'm going to find this panther. And I'm going to kill it. I spent a day circling this area. No panther. And I was like, what? Come on, man. Don't jerk me around like this. Then eventually, I think it was at dusk, he shows up out of nowhere. Just like lunges at me. And I didn't see him coming. And it was just like, oh my God, there's a panther. And I just pulled up my gun and I just started shooting wildly. I apparently injured it enough to where it crawled away, and I found it laying on the road just dying. And I was like, I got you, son of a bitch.
How bad was the skin?
It was poor. So I was mad. I was like, well, so much for that. So again, that's where a lot of my hunting time went, was trying to get a perfect panther pelt because I needed one. So I spent more time, but eventually I got used to the idea, like I knew what I was looking for. And then I started noticing on the mini map, if it turned like the edge turns red, that's something to kind of keep in mind, especially with an animal. I didn't think about that with an animal.
Yeah,
and then one time I was down that way,
Yeah.
I saw the edge turn red, and I just stopped. I froze. I was like, there's a panther nearby. There's something nearby. And I just had my gun ready, and then I spotted him and pegged him right in the head. And I was like, I got you. So I got my perfect pelt, and I was like, aha, I'm a king.
Got my satchel.
So now I'm aware of the cougars and the pelts. So I felt pretty good about that, yeah.
So I looked the other day, and PlayStation has got, or Sony's got a thing where they send you your stats from the year, like 2018.
Yeah, I was looking into that.
Oh, yeah, people were telling me about
I think I was going to look into that. I think I had a similar problem like you did with your Anthem, because I recently changed my email connection to my PlayStation, and then I signed into that.
Right.
And I had no stats. And I was like, no, I've done this before. So I went back to my old email address, and I can't remember my password.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, well, this is bull. So I don't know what to do.
I had
I
100.
get stuck in that loop too many times. I can't remember.
I mean, there's only so many passwords, and I'm sitting there thinking, what else could it have been? I don't.
Right.
And you probably get like 3 chances before like you're done for a while, and you're like, well,
I hate that.
Eventually, it gave me that, forgot your password. So I clicked it, and they're supposed to send me an email with a reset link. Never got it. So I don't know
Check
what
your
that's
spam.
about.
Did you check that?
I checked my spam. I checked everything. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, well, my top 3 games were Red Dead Redemption, God of War, and Far Cry 5. I had 120 hours from October until, I guess, December 31st on Red Dead, and 99 hours on God of War. I know it was fighting the Valkyries was the 99.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
And then 56 hours on Far Cry. I thought it was pretty cool to see all that stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out. Out of
I
curiosity.
have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've received this email, or I just haven't.
Well,
looked.
It's a
Or
it's
I
a
don't
link.
know which email it's connected to.
I think the email, you can get dynamic themes and stuff like that. Like certain people are specially selected for those gifts or whatever. But you can still go and see your stats.
Yeah.
There's just a bonus thing that they're doing for other people. So
I'm sure mine wouldn't be that impressive since I do mostly PC game, and then I go
Probably
to the
not.
PlayStation for the exclusives.
But wouldn't it be nice to see what PlayStation game you spend all your time on?
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
have to look into it.
All right, guys, you ready to do some news?
Of course.
Absolutely.
I don't have a lot of news because I didn't really feel like anything was newsworthy, but I
No.
do have a lot of headlines later, so we'll do that. First of all, we got a quick update on the Activision Blizzard drama that's ongoing. We mentioned last week that the company was under investigation for unfair business practices. Now, 2 more law firms have set their sights on the company, gearing up for 2 class action lawsuits against Activision Blizzard, both citing false and misleading public statements. So they have 3 lawsuits ongoing right now.
That sounds like a fun week.
Yeah, I think
That's a good.
if you feel, because right now I kind of feel like the company is. I don't know if they're going to recover from this, but if you have faith that they will, this would be a great time to buy stock.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure their stock has plummeted.
Yeah, and that was one of the big ones at the beginning of the year before all this happened was they're going to, I think they actually went up 12% before this. Mm-hmm. I remember looking at it.
Well, I know once they split with Bungie, they
Right.
dropped.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. Be excited if you're an Activision Blizzard fan. Next up, the Pokémon Company is planning to help out a few lucky college students fund their education and give them a little bonus on top of that.
Here's some Pokeballs.
The Pokemon Scholarship has been set up to be awarded to exceptional students who, quote, demonstrate the potential for breaking new ground with their creative forces in the visual arts and design and communications.
And catching the most Pokemon.
No. This scholarship will cover tuition for the student's final year of college and the opportunity to visit the Pokemon Company in Japan. But as of right now, this only seems eligible to students who are attending the Royal College of Art in the United Kingdom. So if you're a student listening in the Royal College of Art, thank you for listening, and go apply for the scholarship. We believe in you.
You can do it.
I mean, that's pretty cool, that there's
Yeah.
other companies need to do something similar to that,
Yeah.
encourage these young minds, because they were saying that they see the potential in the new technologies, and that's what they're trying to fund. They want to support these young minds who are going to be able to form the new technologies of the future. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, more like I feel like the young today have to have that.
Yeah.
Because if you don't give that to them, they're going to just stay on their cell phone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's what it's all about, man. They're going to have implants in our heads before we're all dead.
It's going to be like Horizon Zero
I wish
Dawn.
I could say just kids, but I see equal amount of adults
Oh, yeah, I do, too.
addicted to their
If you
phone.
just- if you just go out in public anywhere, in a public setting, you just sit there for a moment and watch. Everybody
hello.
will have
I
their
work in a restaurant.
Yeah, how many times do you just see a conversation going on with phones?
I can't even tell you how many times I just look over at tables and like all of them are just staring at their phones, and I'm just like, my God, you came out to interact with 3-dimensional people, and none of you, and then you leave it on the table. That's a whole other rant. Like, get it off the freaking table. I've got to put your stuff down.
I do try.
Put it in your pocket.
I have
They're
been
too
making
big.
a conscious effort anytime I go out to dinner or something like that to put my phone in a pocket away. I don't want to look at it.
It's
I'm
in my
trying-
purse the whole time.
Yeah, I don't want
I
to
refuse.
be that person. So
I just set mine on the table until it's time for food. Then I put it between my legs.
all right, well,
Get it off the table, Todd.
Sorry,
Nothing
Lace.
bothers us more than anything.
But I get
and
it
then
off
if
the
we
table.
drip water on it when we're refilling your water,
No,
it's not our
No,
fault.
I take it off the table when they come to when they do that, because
off
I
the
Oh,
don't want
table.
anything spilled on it. Sorry, Lace.
Drives me
It's
crazy.
okay, it's okay.
Anyway,
So
all
if I
right.
ever eat at your restaurant,
Gaming news. That's what we're doing here.
I'm leaving it on the table if I ever go there.
Quickets,
I will
Quickets!
put water all over it.
Quickets time.
Quickets.
I have a lot of quickets because a lot of this stuff I just felt like was
That was all it was this week was quickets.
it was just headlines, and you're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing more to it. First of all, I thought this was interesting. A Microsoft CEO said that he wants the Xbox Game Pass to be the Netflix of gaming. Now, we've been talking about this for a while. It's going to happen at some point. There's going to be that. Do you think it could be the Game Pass?
It's
I mean, they're paving the way at least. I'll give them that.
well, I'll say it'll be for the Xbox users, but then PlayStation's got the PlayStation Now. If they just swap it over to a similar kind of thing as that, like instead of not only streaming, but like you can download the games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I think they
I feel
think
like
they have
they're
it.
going to have to let you download it.
I think there's certain games you can now.
Yeah. So, I think it would be cool if they want to go that route. By all means, see
Yeah.
what you can do. The Halo Master Chief Collection is being teased for a reveal at South by Southwest. Do you think we'll see that?
What is it?
The Halo Master Chief Collection.
Isn't there already a?
Apparently, this is a new one. I don't know what this is,
Oh,
but it's being teased.
okay.
Just letting you know.
Yay.
I guess it missed the mark on us. But
I feel like Halo is just not Halo anymore.
I've never been excited about Halo
No,
one bit.
me either, really. I know a lot of people are, and it's a great series.
Yeah,
but
but
when Bungie stopped it, to me, like Halo stopped being Halo.
sure. Assassin's Creed Odyssey was nominated for a GLAAD award.
I'm
How
glad.
about that?
Oh.
That's pretty interesting.
That's it. What's that? What is the GLAAD award?
The gay and lesbian.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought that's what it was.
ADD award. I don't know what the rest of it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I guess that's what
I don't know. I'm like,
where they're empowering the female heroine in there. I guess maybe.
Yeah. Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps, I don't know.
Is it Lace? Are you looking it
I'm
up?
looking it up.
Thank you, because
Yeah,
I
because I can't,
feel like such an
I
ass.
can't leave it like that.
No, I can't either. I'm sorry. I know the award.
Yeah.
I'm aware of
Gay
it.
and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation.
There we go.
Okay.
Thank you. Perfect.
There you go.
All right. Awesome.
Remember, Naughty Dog got a few of those awards with Last of Us.
Oh, nice. That's true.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Nintendo has turned production of Metroid Prime 4 over to Retro Studios to restart the project.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's
Retro, I thought, was the ones who were doing it already because they did the last three So why they weren't already is beyond me.
Okay, so maybe wonder when this happened though, because this could just
They just announced it
Right.
Friday.
But when did it actually happen?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because this has been on the slate for some time.
Right.
And
Yeah.
now it's scrapped all the way back to the beginning.
And they're pulling a Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah, no kidding. So, if you were excited for that game, guess I'm kind of glad I'm not on the Nintendo fence right now because I would be pissed. Resident Evil 2 will get a new game mode called the Ghost Survivors, which is similar to the Extreme Battle mode from the original version of the game, and this mode will be a free update. So you
Nice.
won't have to buy that. If you're
I
looking
was
forward to
really worried for a second you were going to say Battle Royale.
that. No. Also, I don't know if you heard about this, but Resident Evil is apparently getting a live-action series on Netflix.
Good. If they do it right.
How did I miss this?
I don't know.
Wonder which one it's going to be. Is it going to be like
I
Resident
feel-
Evil 7?
I feel like they should focus, I feel like they could go back and fix the mistake that the movies made.
Yeah.
Focus on the characters. Make it a long, I don't want to make it sound like it's going to be boring, but a well thought out series. Go back to Umbrella, where that started. Focus on
Yeah.
the characters. Focus on the mansion. Build on it. Every season can be a portion of the game to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Build on it.
Yeah.
And then skip straight to 7.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, you don't have to rush through it
Which
all.
doesn't connect at all.
Yeah. Build a great
Well,
story around this. You've got
initially.
great material. Just do it.
Yeah.
So I really hope they get it right. The only thing that was not specified is I know that we mentioned there was a remake of the movie series. I don't know if this is from the same people or if this is something new. I would kind of hope that it would just be its own thing because I don't know who the other guy was, and I don't know. So we'll see.
From the movies?
Well,
You meant
whoever
from
was
the new one.
yeah, whoever's going to remake it, reboot it.
I still can't believe they're rebooting it.
Well, I can. The concept trailer for the Mad Box was revealed, and it had a touch screen on it. Like, showed all your stats and everything on the screen.
Why?
I don't know, but it looked cool. I'm not going to say it was cool, it just looked cool.
It looked better than the original
Sure.
prototype or whatever it was.
Mortal Kombat 11 is apparently getting a Switch release. I know we talked about that last week. But it is.
Oh, who said true or false?
I think
Or
you
truth
both.
or trash?
I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. Which
There-
one was it?
I don't remember. I think I said truth.
I think you may have.
I feel like Todd did. I think I might have said trash, but I don't remember.
I'm making notes of it. I just didn't have them today.
Dang it.
It's actually being developed by Shiver Studios, not NetherRealm. However, it will feature what they call special geometry reductions to make it run smoothly on the Switch. So it's getting a downgrade. You can call it whatever you want,
I
but
think
it's a downgrade.
that was my concern.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Switch will not see a beta, nor will the PC. So, if you were looking for that,
Interesting.
you're SOL.
Sorry.
Also, Scarlet will receive a special Cold War skin like certain characters did in Mortal Kombat X. However, at this moment, it only seems to be in the Russian version of the game. And lastly, while we're talking about Mortal Kombat 11, Garrus, who's one of the new characters that they announced in the promos, apparently has the ability to manipulate the match timer.
What?
So
Like your 99 seconds you have to fight,
Yeah.
he can manipulate that.
you can make it more or less.
They didn't go into specifications, but that's what I'm assuming. So if you need more time, you
Oh,
can pause it. If you need less time, you can take it down. I would assume
Or
something
say
to
you're
that.
winning and you want to make it go away
Yeah,
so you can win.
that's what I was kind of thinking too. Take a few good punches, and maybe you're barely winning. Snap it, take it down to 0, and you win by default.
Ew, I don't like that.
I wouldn't like it either, but
Not online. Wow, beat
No.
the hell out of the TV.
that would be some.
I would just like never play the online version.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, nope, sorry.
Screw you. The angry video game nerd. Do you guys know who that is? Have you heard of the guy?
No, I hadn't. I know Angry Joe.
Well, the angry video game nerd has video games, and they're coming to consoles. I didn't know he had a video game, but he does. How about that?
Angry video game nerd.
Okay.
That's what it's called?
That's his online persona.
And he's making a game, or...
No, he's had a game. They've been out on PC, and now they're coming to consoles.
Oh.
So if you were excited about that,
I didn't know I was excited.
well, now
You can tell.
now you may be. According to a report, Marvel's Spider-Man is the best-selling superhero game in over a decade.
That's really good.
So going 10 years back to 2008, what would that be? Arkham?
It would
Asylum,
have to,
maybe?
It would have to be Arkham, like something in the Arkham series. It'd have to be.
Because I can't think of another
Or
superhero
Marvel Comic Alliance or Ultimate Alliance or something, maybe.
game. Maybe.
Batman had to do better than that.
Yeah, I would
Yeah, I was
imagine.
gonna say I don't feel like that one did as well as they.
I mean,
were
Arkham
hoping.
Asylum was one of those games that everybody was like, "Oh God, you got to
Yeah.
play this. You're Batman. Oh God."
Yeah, you feel like Batman.
Yeah.
I love that game. But okay, when did Spider-Man 2 come out?
That would have
earlier.
been 2004.
Okay. I knew that was a really good superhero game. I bet it's
2000
Batman.
Yeah.
2008, 2009. That would have been Arkham-ish. So I would imagine that if I had to guess. Overkill's The Walking Dead has been delayed indefinitely on consoles. So we may not see a
Son
release.
of a bitch!
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Do we know why?
I never got details. I know that they've been struggling on PC at the moment, so I'm guessing that has a lot to do with it.
Just
Well, at least take heart that this means that maybe it'll be fully fleshed out game by the time it makes it, Todd.
just freaking do a game where you're Rick Grimes and just I don't give a damn that I know what happens. Just let me play it.
Well, there's no like
But-
huge. Well, I should shut up.
But
I only played the beta.
Have you noticed, though, they refuse to let you play as any of those characters?
Yeah.
Because it just seems like they don't want to ruin that one narrative.
Yeah.
Even though they have two narratives now. There are two universes of The
Yeah.
Walking Dead if you want
Right.
to,
Mix them up. Go with that. Dude, I would rather and I want to play as the damn Dixon brothers. That game was terrible.
That was an awful game. If that's
God.
the one you're talking
Come
about.
on now,
that
Daryl.
was
Come on. We're going to go over here, Daryl.
Oh,
Come
Daryl,
on
go
now.
get some gas
I
for the truck,
totally-
Daryl.
I think I returned that game within the same week
yeah.
I bought it.
Survival
I was like,
instinct.
yeah.
That game had no
Yeah,
survival
no.
instinct. Stupid.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, you broke my heart, dude. I was so looking forward to that
I'm
game.
sorry. I'm just the messenger. I did not do it.
Well, come to PC gaming, Todd.
No.
We have cookies. Overkill's Walking Dead.
What kind of cookies?
Do you not like chocolate chip cookies with extra fudge?
No, I like white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. They got
I'm
nuts.
sure PC gaming can probably whip up a good cookie or two.
Well, I'll think about it.
All right.
With all the power.
So, yet another lawsuit against Fortnite dancing has surfaced. This time
Oh my God.
from Block Boy JB. Y'all know who that is,
Boy,
right?
JB.
Black Boy JB?
Yeah.
Totally-
Oh, yeah.
This is
Yeah,
the first time I've
yeah.
heard of it.
Everybody
know
knows who
him.
that is. He's suing over the dance called the Shoot. Do y'all know what the Shoot is? Because I have no clue.
How do you...
I'm guessing you do like this. You
Is
do
it-
the finger guns
I'm guessing.
and you just dancing.
But Shooter McGavin did that.
But no, this is his dance, man.
Shooter McGavin did that dance
It's
first.
his dance. Just
Screw
saying.
that guy.
Okay.
How do you
Block
sue
Boy
somebody?
JB.
Block Boy
what you said?
JB.
How do you sue somebody for a dance?
Well, everybody's getting on that hype train now because you got the orange shirt
Justice,
kid or
yeah.
whoever, and then you've got
Oh,
Carlton.
Backpack Kid.
Oh yeah, the
Who's
backpack.
been like
kid.
video proof that he wasn't the one that like did it 1st
Two big job swaps happened last week with God of War level designer Chris O'Neill joining Microsoft's The Initiative Studio.
Damn
and then
it.
Cyberpunk 2077 creative director Sebastian Stepien joining Blizzard, which seems like an odd move at this point.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Right.
Maybe they're throwing money at
Maybe
him
this
too.
all happened before.
So we'll see where that goes. And then lastly, 2 players who got their hands on the beta of the upcoming PS4 game Dreams fully recreated Dead Space and the PT demo
It looked outstanding.
to the letter. Like if you told me this was the demo itself and not from Dreams, I would have believed it. I'd be like, oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, outstanding.
That's impressive.
The Dead Space looked really
Yeah.
good too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. However, they did break their NDAs.
Yeah, I seen the Twitter feed. It was like, this is awesome, but there is an NDA, so please remove this.
But think about that. I think when we talked about this the last time this game got brought up, it's like, what could you really do with this game?
Now we know.
This is really showcasing what you can do with this game. I'm kind of excited now.
Yeah.
It's like your imagination's going, what could I do? I know Todd and I were kind of batting around an idea.
So yeah, immediately when I seen it, I sent it to him. But how easy is it? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I
Easy
think
to
that's
use,
because I don't want it to, be so overwhelming that you have to be a game designer by default. I want to be able to think of something and be like, there, it's done. Because I think that's what it needs to be. It needs to be a game for people who aren't game designers, but you have these big imaginations.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited to check it out
Yeah.
as long as it's doable.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I got 2 truth or trash for you.
Ooh, let's get it on lace.
And, how big they are, what you think of them, I don't know. But we'll get to it. So, first of all,
Truth.
EA will announce a new Mass Effect at E3.
Huh.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
At E3. So we're just going with E3 because
It's like this year? Mm-hmm. You just mean E3.
What do you think?
Trash.
I'm kind of
Okay.
leaning
That's
that.
awfully soon.
Well, Andromeda was terrible, and they're working on Dragon Age. They've got a Dragon Age game, and
Yeah.
BioWare's also fully invested in Anthem. I'm going trash.
Okay, 2 trash. I'll mark that down when I get a pen.
2 trashes.
And finally,
Where's the big marker?
Death Stranding will release in September.
This is hard.
I'm going
I-
to say truth.
Okay.
I wanted to lean that too because I felt like we were rumoring towards at least Q4.
I mean, we don't know for sure.
I'm going to say trash just for the point win
Oh,
for
okay.
one of
Ooh,
us.
she's trying to
Alright,
take the
so
lead.
2 X's
You know?
and 1 check. Gotcha. All right. Fair enough. That's your prerogative. That's what we
Yeah.
need to know.
And she's probably right. I mean, it is Kojima, so.
That's true. That's true.
But he didn't have to build the
We've only
engine
been
this
talking
time.
about it for 30 years now.
So next year I'll have this in Truth or Trash again, saying it's going to release
in September. Now I'm going to say truth
It's coming
again.
on the next gen console of PlayStation 6.
All right. Weird news time.
Is there sex in it this week?
No.
Damn, that's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't always whip up sex in there.
I mean, but weird news in video games, I feel like there would be sex in it every week.
You'd think, but not all the time. So I assumed last week that the 3rd time would be the charm, and we would never have to speak of Soulja Boy again.
Oh, damn.
But alas,
dear
his
God.
stupidity knows no bounds. Because this time, while still touting his illegal consoles, he made the bold claim that his consoles play Fortnite. Okay? Epic Games heard
Okay.
this and put an end to it very quickly, claiming or stating that their anti-cheat measures within the game's code would prevent it from being played on a rooted or jailbroken console like his R. So, no, you cannot play Fortnite on the Soulja console or whatever that is.
Soldier.
Well, I mean, do we really was that? I see what he was trying to do there, maybe to sell it, But we can play Epic Fortnite on everything. So like
For free.
you don't at this time need to buy.
Yeah, but I mean
console
that's
for
some
it.
shyster stuff right there. You're just conning people.
I feel like
again.
everyone has a console of some sort, a phone, a PC, a something.
But
Yep.
you don't
At
have
this
a
point-
soul console. A
No, that's
con
true.
Get a-
soul.
Consolja.
Come
I
on,
see
man.
what you did there.
I know.
It's almost like 2 in 1 right there.
Yeah.
Con. Soul.
So,
I feel con.
That's right. That's right. See?
Ex-
Look what you did. High five.
Stop. Just
Yeah. No,
guys,
that was great. I love that.
I'm telling Mom.
It is. All right. Well, so there's that. We're going to move on from that because screw that guy. So we all know Pikachu's the face of Pokemon. Mm-hmm. And that little adorable face has spawned into a merchandising franchise, plastering that little Poonum all over plush dolls and lunchboxes and jackets and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And plush dolls are arguably the source of that revenue, I'm sure, because everyone wants a little Pikachu. Mm-hmm. However, there are some plush dolls that have not been ideal, and one such plush doll got released that featured a misplacement of certain facial features. For example, they took the 2 red dots that are on his cheeks, that makes his little cheeks all rosy, and they put him where his eyebrows are, and then his eyes were put where his cheek dots were.
How the hell do you do that?
I don't know, but he either looks like he has 2 fish eyes with 2 red furrowing eyebrows, or if you look at it another way, he has 2 glowing red eyes and 2 black dots on his cheeks.
Somebody was drunk when they came to work.
Yeah, he looks very, very weird.
Is this on purpose?
No, this is shoddy. This is one of those lesser jobs, some cheap factory.
Maybe they
made.
did that to try to keep from getting the license.
So it's Paco-Chi.
Heck, what?
And like something you'd win at like a carnival.
Yeah, exactly. You'll definitely
At the
see
ring
this at
toss.
carnivals.
Yeah, like that ain't
Like,
Pikachu.
Mommy, can I have that Pikachu? That's not Pikachu, son. That's Packy-Chi.
It's Chukapee.
Yeah, but he's just as fun.
He
I
looks
don't-
weird.
I don't want him.
He goes, Pika!
He just farts.
Yeah, he doesn't. Hey, speaking of, great segue, because did you guys see the Detective Pikachu TV spot where Pikachu admitted to had just farted?
No, but I can't
not.
wait to see that.
Yeah, so I mean now we know that Pokemon can fart because they had to
Well,
put
it's
that
good
in
for
there.
them.
I think the only person that don't fart or use the bathroom is that guy in that Allstate commercial with Aaron Rodgers. He just meditates and it goes away.
Okay, he just holds them all in.
Everybody else farts, even Barbie.
Well, we haven't heard that yet.
Well, you don't hear women.
Emits it
You
through
don't hear
his
women fart.
pores.
I mean, wait until Pixar wants to go.
We haven't hung out enough, apparently.
Wait until Pixar gets, wants to go down that rude route.
Yeah.
And then they'll start making Ken and Barbie rip one just because.
Ken, I've heard Ken fart.
Oh, have you?
He's been over at the house.
Okay.
Tore it up.
But no, yeah, Pikachu was just made a joke about farting all over his buddy in the movie, Justice Smith. So I was like, wow, it wasn't that you were in proximity. You farted on him. You were
Yeah.
on his back.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. So
I can't wait to see that movie, dude.
It's all coming together now. It's all
It
making
is.
sense.
And next thing I forgot is Robot Chicken. I don't know if you guys saw this, but they did a skit mashing together Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with the Hunger Games. And they used a villager from Animal Crossing as the main protagonist of this little sketch, where the townspeople are coming together and just like, you must make a sacrifice to the Smash or whatever. And then they all get dropped in and they have to kill each other like Hunger Games style. And I don't know, it was entertaining just for the 2 or 3 minutes that it was, because
I
they
love
I'll have to go
Robot
back and
Chicken.
watch that.
they actually used, I don't know if you've ever played Animal Crossing, but they don't speak.
Right.
They talk animalese or whatever the hell they call it. So they actually did that in the sketch, as opposed to making the Animal Crossing people talk, which I thought was a nice attention to detail.
That's the one thing about Robot Chicken. They go to the tiniest detail on the certain things that makes their skits awesome.
Yeah, I feel like if they were talking, it would have just been, I don't think it would have been as amusing
Yeah.
for me, because it makes Just like you said, that little touch
Yeah.
makes all the difference. Okay, the next thing I have is actually kind of an interesting mishmash of weird news / I'd buy that for $1. So
Oh,
we're
I
gonna
like
kind
this
of
idea.
Squeeze into both.
So it's kind of like, that's weird that I would buy that for $1.
Kind of.
I don't know why I want to buy that for $1.
So we'll kind of mishmash the two. Last week, we spoke of all sorts
Oh,
of...
shit. This is kind of like our robot chicken.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For just ruining-
Sorry for that. I got excited.
Last week, we talked about all sorts of controversies. You know, we were talking about Activision, we were talking about EA, we talked about Ubisoft.
Gearbox.
We got Gearbox, and we were like, everybody's here. And then Lace, you kind of made the comment that, Bethesda's not.
Yeah.
You know, they were free and clear. Well, guess what? They made it this week.
Yay.
They made it this week.
Aw, we knew you could do it.
Now, it's weird news in the sense of I understand where this is coming from. I do. But they announced some new swag. I don't know if you saw this. It's
I
a
didn't.
Fallout 76 leather jacket that's designed to resemble a vault suit.
You know that's pleather jacket.
Okay? It looks from the pictures, it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Okay. But we all know the pictures are deceiving.
Well, that's what the internet chose to point out to Bethesda because they went
Is
to
it
Twitter
a freaking windbreaker?
and they
Oh,
lit them
shit.
Get
a
it
fire. They lit them ablaze, saying, showing pictures with like a windbreaker or a cheap raincoat that you can see through with the number 76 on the back, and said, "This is what they're offering. This is what you'll get," and just
The meme,
roasting Bethesda for this. So. I understand. I understand this might not be the case, but they kind of had it coming at the same time. So
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Just take it. Just take it.
But hey, guys, why don't we play
I'd buy that for $1.
with the jacket? Let's see if you guys
Let's see. See if you can convince me to buy this
would want to buy this jacket.
paper
So,
towel jacket.
Okay.
Paper towel.
Here are the details of the jacket. It's an original custom neck label issued from the vault. It's a black leather 76 patch on the front. There's a metallic gold 76 applique on the back, which really makes it just sparkle. Asymmetrical back seam, metallic gold piecing, and bicep arm pads, all inspired by the vault suit. A metallic gold hardware, including a custom bolt zipper pull, adjustable cuffs for the wrist, lined in silky shiny taffeta fabric. Don't even know what that is. That's new. And it comes packaged inside a Fallout 76 garment bag.
Wasn't that the bag that everybody got pissed about?
Maybe, or made from it. So what would it sounds good.
Okay, read the part about the patch again.
Which one? Because there's a black leather 76 patch on the front.
Right.
Okay.
So it never said that the jacket was leather. It said the patch was leather.
You know, you are right.
Oh.
You are right.
Ooh. Good attention to detail there.
Well, I would hope that maybe it is.
This jacket is
Are
going to
there any
be.
pictures of it floating in the
There
wild?
are
Or,
there are
like,
pictures.
Are they scared to release it?
No. They've shown pictures, and I've seen. I inspected it. It looks like
Okay.
leather, unless I was looking at the
It's
wrong
going to be that
supposed to be
silky
leather.
material.
maybe.
What was that? Taffeta?
But no, that's lined. The silky, shiny taffeta fabric.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I can't wait to see somebody bring this out for real
Okay,
and get
so
their hands on it.
assuming that it's leather.
Okay.
Okay.
Assuming it's
Assuming it's leather, how much would you pay for this jacket?
Okay. Good God. So I'm also taking into account that I know they want to.
And they got the
really
garment
make this a
bag.
pricey item, and it does have a garment bag. You're right. I feel like I want to see the picture.
It does look leatherish. Let me hold it up there.
I mean, yeah, because. But again, that's what I want you to kind of attach to. If it's here, Lace, take a peek.
Okay, that is what I'm looking at then. I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure it wasn't just some like fan created.
So-
That's
All
leather.
right, yeah, it does look like it's leather.
So, assuming we know it's leather, how much would you pay? Because leather's
So-
not cheap.
I'm gonna say probably like $150 is what they're saying.
Okay. Lace, what about you?
I'm gonna go 200 just because I think they're also gonna want to put like the novelty price on it, and it's gonna be an exclusive item.
Well, see, if y'all were really thinking about the novelty of it all, you would know that the price is $276.
Was so I was closest 200, and you said
Yeah,
206?
but you needed to throw in that 76 with it.
276.
Oh, 276.
Right.
So it's
Oh, huh.
Exactly.
Okay.
See
I don't
what
know
they
why I
did?
heard 206.
No, it's fine.
I do see what they did there, and I'm looking at the garment bag too. It looks like it's made of canvas.
So there's that.
Okay.
So
All right.
do you guys want that jacket?
I mean, if
I mean, I do
it's
not.
I don't want it, but it looks if it's real leather, that looks legit. So that's cool.
I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
I
would wear
think
that
it's
in
just
public.
No, hell no. I don't want my ass
It's
kicked.
the bright blue color that just like turns me off from it. Like
Sure.
I get that it's like true to the game.
I mean, my eyes would
Like,
pop if I
like-
put that on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, yeah. And then somebody would beat my ass.
Okay, now for our
I
other
mean, for cosplay purposes, sure.
Yeah.
for our other item that we have, Resident Evil 2 is out. It's now available. Players and critics all seem to love it, right?
Yeah.
So I think
Yes.
it's safe to go out into the world and show your love for the game
Right.
with your very own Resident Evil 2 swag.
Let's do it.
What?
Okay, first of all, might I interest you in a Raccoon City Police Department pocket T-shirt? It is a navy blue color shirt with an RPD logo on the back and an embroidered that word almost threw me, embroidered RPD patch on the pocket. Mm-hmm. How much would you pay?
Okay. On a shirt?
Yeah.
So it's a t-shirt?
Uh-huh. But you got a big
Okay.
logo on the
It was
back.
just like polo t-shirt, you know. just
30
kinda-
bucks.
How much would you pay, Lace? You got the big logo, got the embroidered patch.
I like his guess, but I'm gonna say 25.
Okay. Well, Todd, you're getting a T-shirt.
Yes. It's anything to do.
$29.99.
I would buy that.
$29.99.
$29.99. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more stylish, why not an RPD hoodie?
Ooh.
This hoodie is crafted with dual materials, with the main fabric looking like cotton on the front and the back layered with what looks to be, and I was trying to find details, so I'm giving you what I noticed. It looks to be like a nylon fabric creating the design of an RPD vest with the RPD being printed on both sides. Then you have an RPD embroidered patch on the sleeve. So you kind of look like
You look like Leon.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Kind
want
of have
that.
this Leon-esque look.
I like that. I like Leon.
So how much did you pay for this? Awesome hoodie?
80 that's going to be like $80.
I was thinking like 75, yeah.
Damn
So
it.
he probably gets it at $79.99.
Both of you are getting a hoodie because it's only $69.99.
Yes. I get change
I
back.
almost went 60, but I was like, oh.
Me too, because it was like 30
hoodies
and
tend to
60.
get expensive.
Yeah. But hey,
I'm thinking you buy a hoodie at a concert and they're $50 easy. I'm like, but then you do this.
and also if you want, you can get a matching baseball cap to go along with it. It just says RPD on it. What would you pay for that?
25.
We think,
Yeah.
yeah,
20. I'll go 20.
$25.99.
Yes.
All right.
So you're doing
you
good
go.
today, man.
Yeah.
You're knocking it out. At least
Yeah,
you're gonna win something.
You're on fire.
Yeah, I'm on fire because like I love anything zombies, and
I know.
so
So this is your bag. I'll
Yeah.
get you hooked. So one other thing, real quick. Maybe RPD isn't your thing. Maybe you're an Umbrella stooge and you'd like to support your evil conglomerate. So why not get an official Umbrella hoodie and track jacket? These are separately, not together, mind you. But they price the
Hoodie
same.
and track jacket.
Yeah, they're priced the same. They're designed with the relatively the same look, with a kind of a black and white base with an umbrella logo on the left chest.
So they're both 69.
What do you think, Lace? He's saying 69?
I'm going to go 70, Bob.
You are both getting this umbrella swag because it's only $60.99.
Yes.
Dang it.
So it's like $10 cheaper than the RPD
Yeah,
hoodie.
a little bit, yeah.
It's probably because they know they'll probably sell less of those.
Probably. But I mean, they look nice. It's just got Umbrella's logo on it.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. Y'all are getting all the stuff today.
Yay!
You wanted to buy it.
You're getting a jacket, and you're getting a jacket, and you're getting a jacket.
All right, it's time for some release dates. First up on January 29th, we have Kingdom Hearts 3 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Woo! Finally!
Along with an all-in-one package for the PS4, which comes with every single game. So if you've
Damn.
never purchased Kingdom Hearts or one game in the series, there you go. Get the all-in-one package and get them all. You also have Genesis Alpha 1 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, Mages of Mystralia for Nintendo Switch, and Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy for Nintendo Switch.
I like how you said that.
I was trying.
Mystralia.
Mystralia.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Yeah, I like that word.
January 30th, we have Drowning for Nintendo Switch. January 31st, hey, that's my brother's birthday. We have Necrosphere.
Birthday, brother.
We have Necrosphere Deluxe for PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation Vita. Bombfest for Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Warbital for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Bleep Bloop for Nintendo Switch and PC. And then the rest of the games are for the Nintendo Switch. Dragon Marked for Death. Downwell. Robotics Notes Dash. Why are these weird... Robotics Notes Dash, whatever. Earhart Tales of Broken Wings. Stray Cat Doors. Pixel Colors. Zombie Night Terror. And Halicon 6 Starbase Commander. Then on February 1st, we have 8-Bit Hordes for PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Song of Memories for the Nintendo Switch. And Animal Super Squad for Xbox One. Now it's time to play. What the hell did you just say? Y'all like that?
Yeah, I like
My
that.
poor brain today. All right.
Well, there was some. I had to dig a little bit because I felt like a lot of these were just they're basic. But I've
That's
got a
the
few.
hard ones.
Yeah, I've got a few.
So basic.
Oh crap! I just well, I won't say it. I accidentally put a wrong game down here. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see here. What are we going to start with? Lace, I think this is right in your wheelhouse. Tell me what coffee vendor is.
Coffee vendor? I feel like this is just one of those time management games, man, where, literally you're starting your coffee business. Maybe it starts off in a truck like on downtown New York City or something like that. And it's the customers are coming by the window and you've got to serve them the right kind of coffee depending on their order in a timely fashion. And, of course, the faster you get faster tips and all this kind of stuff. And then you just build your way up to where you have your own coffee empire. I feel like it's just one of those very simple time management games. Go fast.
So you got to become Starbucks.
Yep.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
That's exactly what I would have said, too.
I may want to play your game.
It's a legit game.
So I'll give you a point. Since
Yeah.
I'm kind of want to play your game.
Damn it.
Okay, Todd. I'll give you an easy one.
Okay, let me shut my eyes.
What is the truck game?
Damn it. The truck game.
Truck game?
Is it... shit.
Don't overthink it.
I think I already have. The truck game. See, I'm seeing a game kind of like where you know how you physics based and you try to make it through the little course. Mm-hmm. Like you. I know it's. I guess you'd hit forward or backwards on the keyboard because this is probably going to be a PC game.
Okay.
forwards or backwards on the keyboard, kind of like Trials Fusion.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a lot like that where you got to control the physics to get over the jumps, and the longer you go, the harder it gets. It's very addictive because that's how all those Trial Fusion games are to me.
Okay.
Like, this is kind of the same thing.
So how does this work into trucks?
It's the truck. You're racing a truck.
Okay. And the truck is like a bike?
No, it's just you control the physics of it as it jumps you got to go through off-road territory, and then that's my game. Damn it, give me a point. You like Trials Fusion, damn it. It's the same thing.
I didn't play that game.
A lot of people like it.
Okay, well I didn't.
Shit. I get a fart, not a point.
Yep. Let's see here. Lace, what is the Devil's Calculator?
Oh shit.
Oh my God. See? And you were like worried about your time today, Todd.
Yeah.
The Devil's Calculator. So it's a story game, point and click, and you are in hell is the setting. And you are playing a fresh out of college student wanting to become an accountant. And of course, the devil owns the biggest, whatever that you call the company where you work for as being an accountant. I'm sure there's an actual word for it. Is the the main goal. That's how you know you've made it if you work in the devil's company here. And so you to apply, you've got to do all of these different tasks that of course are very evil related, so that you can get the devil's favor to become his calculator, which is what they call his right-hand man in hell. And so you have to do tasks of working for whatever H&R Block would be in there, and if you manage to slip way too many pieces of paper in there and overcharge them, that's a point. Or if you manage to siphon money from another bank, that's another point. And you just get all these really evil tasks to do to get to be the devil's calculator. I probably should have come up with better tasks.
What's wrong, Todd?
I'm trying to persuade you to say no.
Well, no, it sounds like a pretty interesting game.
Damn it.
I'm trying to think of better tasks to do.
I mean, the premise is interesting, but execution might be a little flat. So we'll
yeah, I know. I failed on that one. Yeah,
okay.
But the world is cool, and the devil looks pretty snazzy.
So maybe in early access, they're working out all the bugs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and downloadable content, they'll have different tasks.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. See, thank you for helping.
All right. Well,
You already had a point. I wasn't helping.
Yeah. Okay, Todd. This sounds like this would be in your wheelhouse.
Well, just so you know, that game is littered with microtransactions.
Probably.
So
it's the devil's calculator.
It is the devil's calculator.
So
right.
that right there would
there's
take
a
a point away.
task for you.
I'm going to give you one that I think if you can't come up with a good game, we're just going to stop right now.
Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it.
Because I feel like this should be easy. Because all you got to do is spin something. You ready?
Yeah.
Super Alpaca Brothers.
Oh, it's Super Mario Brothers with alpacas.
And?
That's it. I mean, they copied this game level for no.
You got to make me want to play this.
Boy's console.
Yeah, this is Soulja Boy's first, like his first exclusive. And Alpaca, Super Alpaca Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a 2D platformer, and the Alpaca Brothers got sucked into the Llama Kingdom.
Okay.
And the dreaded they kind of like at first they think everybody's alpacas just like they are, but then it starts uncovering that they're not alpacas, they're llamas.
Oh, okay.
And then it's just evil, like I don't know, like what could you be, like Goombas, but they could be Lambas. I
mean, it could be anything you want them to be.
Yeah, they'd be Lambas.
Maybe they're frogs.
And they jump on their head. I'm drowning here. And
I gave you gold.
Yeah, I know, but like, how would you spin it?
I mean, twist all the things. Like, what are their power ups? I mean,
Yeah,
maybe they're
like-
not eating mushrooms. Maybe they're eating
It's
hay.
like-
Maybe they're eating.
It's corn. It's maize.
Corn?
Maize
There
on
you
this
go.
game. Super maize. And it makes them, they don't grow bigger. They grow more hair.
Okay.
And then when they get hit, all the hair falls off. And that's really what King Llama is trying to do, is to like harvest their hair, because llama's hairs don't really grow as much as alpaca hair does. Plus, it's way more on the market. Alpaca hair is worth way more. So you're trying to protect your hair and get the alpaca princess that got taken by the llamas down the
What's her name?
the sinkhole. Her name is Lazy. Princess Lazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it.
She's an alpaca. Shit. So that's it. That's the game.
I mean, it has potential. So if you're pitching me this game, I'll give you a point because
Yes. That means
mean,
all I have to
I'm-
do is
I'm
get the
curious.
last one and she miss it and we tie.
plus the fact that it's a Soldier Boy exclusive, I
Yeah.
think that really helps you out.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Lace.
So,
Fist bump.
See,
see,
Fist
we
bump.
just-
work together.
it's not always just having to work against each other.
Yeah.
All right, Lace. The last one. What is Shadow of the Groundhog?
Just that name.
Okay, so this is Bill Murray's first role into gaming world, right? So he decided he wanted to have a story-based game off of Groundhog Day. So, I mean, I hate to say it, there's not a whole lot to it yet because you basically play like the same level over and over and over again, unfortunately. But when the groundhog shadow appears, there's always like one little element that you need to change differently to try to break the current events. So let's just say we're following Bill Murray on a day in his life, and he steps off the street. He got his coffee, he's on his way to work, and gets hit by a bus, and the groundhog comes out, and you're like, well, what could you have done differently there? Rewind. And so then you have to go back, and then as you're walking along the street, maybe this time you see that he should have got coffee from the other place, and as he steps off the side, oh, you just missed the bus, right? So it's like constantly trying to configure just a little bit of the events in the day of his life to keep him from getting killed. And there's a lot of really weird ways he gets murdered, like, you know, a big ice storm happened one day and an icicle fell from the side of the building and speared him. So the next time, what do you got to do that's a little differently so he doesn't get speared? I'm hoping to earn points because I'm using Bill Murray.
Well, you see,
He's our main protagonist the whole time.
I get that, but this also kind of sounds like a Minute spinoff or ripoff.
A Minute spinoff.
Or ripoff, I mean. And then, you know, you're using Groundhog Day, which is an old movie. No one's going to care.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you do have Bill Murray.
I mean, people might have fun just actually killing Bill Murray over and over
Yeah.
again.
So, but I like Bill Murray, so I don't want to kill him.
I'm like, I don't know the other games, so I guess I'm not as creative as I thought.
Todd, you played Minute, where you only have 20 minutes, or what is it? No,
Yeah,
a minute.
well,
you
you-
survive, and then you have to restart.
Yeah, but you don't do things different, really.
Okay.
So you just it's kind of like Zelda with you play it at a minute at a time. And if you get to a certain spot, you can save your game there.
Okay.
Have you not played that yet?
No, I just that one. That's one of those I've been meaning to get
You
my
need to
hands
play it.
on. I know, I do, I really do. So, I mean, it has potential, I suppose, but I think it could get boring. But then
different
maybe not, and I
scenarios.
don't know.
I would have said the shadows are trying to kill the groundhog.
And then
Oh,
you'd
see?
fail.
Huh?
And then you'd fail.
Why? The groundhog always goes back in his hole when he sees a shadow and there's winter.
All right, I'm going to give you the point.
Well, then there's no reason for me to even go. I lose.
No, I'm going to give you this last one because this is going to be worth 2 points if you can give me a great.
Oh, I don't like that shit. I don't like to be cheating.
You're not cheating. I just want to hear if you can come up with a great.
I can't. I'm not
You don't
good
know.
at this.
You don't know. This
Truth or trash, I'm good at.
This might
no.
be the one that you just knock it out of the park, dude. Blinky's Hasty Adventure.
Blinky's Hasty Adventure. I see a... I feel like this would be a game to kind of... Remember the old Crash Bandicoot where you're running behind him? Mm-hmm. That's the visuals they would take.
Okay.
And it would just be kind of like 3D World Runner. So I guess same thing, kind of like a 3D platformer behind you kind of thing, and Blinky's the main character. Mm-hmm. Or actually, what's it called again?
Blinky's Hasty Adventure.
Blinky's Hasty Adventure. Yeah, he's a protagonist, and they give you very little amount of time to get through these levels. But to get through the level, you have to collect 3 items.
Okay.
But to find these items, you have to kind of stop and look. But stopping and looking any at all hurts your time. So you probably won't make it if you waste just the slightest couple of seconds.
Okay.
So that's it.
I mean, you had potential here, but Blinky's Hasty Adventure. I'm going to give you 1 point, so you're not losing completely.
Yeah, I lost by 1 point.
That's okay.
I just come in, I expect to lose.
He used to
think like that. Positive thinking.
He used to give me hell thinking that you were just getting these on the fly. Maybe I should just give them to him ahead of time so he can have time to really think of something.
I would just look I would look the game up and get the description.
I've thought about this. Now here's another idea I've had, and I wanted to pitch it to you guys before I make any changes. What if we twisted the game just a little bit, and you had to tell me what the game was, but I'm going to tell you what the game is?
Ooh, yeah. I like that.
So like what we're doing now, but then at the end you tell us if we were close to what it was actually supposed to be.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So then we could get a half point or a full point.
Even if you're close.
Yeah.
If you nailed some element
I think that's when you would win and I would lose, Todd, because I still like sometimes just wanting to go completely opposite of what the title is.
True.
Just because
and I'm just by the book.
I mean, maybe we'll do a trial run or something.
I like that idea just because we get to find out what some of these damn games really are.
Right.
Right.
And then if I'm like actually correct on one of my wild ones, I'll be like, damn,
yes.
All right.
Some of them, like if they told me the name, I would probably quote back what you said because I'm like, that's what that game is. Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like coffee vendor.
Yeah, that's exactly what that game is. It better be. Lacey has said that's what it is.
And that's what it shall be.
Yes.
And that's what it is.
All right, guys. We've got a bit of a retro review today. I thought this was kind of fitting after our talk with Stone Lantern last week. They're talking about having games that made you feel like a kid again.
Yeah.
And so I started thinking, I was like, what's a game that really kind of struck a nerve with me at one point? And then this one came to mind.
Zelda.
Well, no, at the age of 10, my imagination was on the cusp of creating worlds of heroes and villains, demons and monsters, science and magic. Some of you may already have an idea of what I'm talking about. If not, you can go check out the last episode of As I Recall It right here on the Pencil and Paper Podcast Network. Shameless plug. It is amusing. It's an amusing look back and realizing that the same year that I created a little something, a game called Little Nemo the Dream Master captured my attention.
I love that game.
I never considered that this game could have influenced certain elements in my creations, but it is very possible. So let's look a little bit closer to decide. First of all, the game is based on an animated film called Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland, which was actually, it too was based on Winsor McCay's comic strip Little Nemo in Slumberland from 1905. The comic strip ran for 6 years in the New York Herald, then 3 more years at the New York American under a renamed title, The Land of Wonderful Dreams, then 2 years additional from 1924 to 1926 back at the Herald under its original title. So there's a fun history lesson for you. But our focus is the game, so we'll get back to it. This game was actually released in 1990 and published by Capcom, who was killing it at the time. The story focuses on a young boy named Nemo who is invited to Slumberland by Princess Camille to become her playmate. Once he arrives, he is greeted by Flip, who warns that this is not a place for little boys, but then gives advice on how to proceed as if if Nemo's determined to stay. This advice is essentially a quick tutorial on what you're going to be doing. First, your goal is to collect keys that will unlock a door at the end of the level. To collect all keys, you will need assistance from various animal creatures that you use or you can tame using candy. Each animal has its own skill set to help you along the way. For example, a gorilla will help you by allowing you to ride on its back, and it's super strong and can climb trees. Then there's a lizard that will give you a ride as you walk up walls. There's a mole that allows you to dig underground. And you may notice that I didn't say that the mole gives you a ride, because Nemo wears it as a suit, as if he's crawled into its mouth and using its body to do whatever. It's kind of disturbing if you look at it that way, I suppose. And he does the same thing to a frog and a bee, but everything else he rides. So it's weird. Yeah, I don't know why. Anyway, once you collect the keys, you can exit through the door, and you're greeted with a still cutscene of what seems to be Nemo's mother telling him to get back into bed. When you return to Slumberland, you are usually greeted with an inhabitant of the level that you entered, giving you a tip on how to proceed or what to look out for. As you proceed through 7 different levels, you finally meet Princess Camille, who admits that her intentions were not as presented. She tells Nemo that her father, Morpheus, has been kidnapped by the Nightmare King, who is plotting to destroy Slumberland, which will curse the world with infinite nightmares. She asks Nemo to rescue her father and defeat the Nightmare King. And at first, the game's dialogue does a fantastic job at posing questions that we all would have. Why this boy? He's just a kid. How can a child defeat evil? Etc., etc. Nemo asks all the important questions that we all would have. Why is this kid going to do that? Her response is handing him a weapon called the Morning Star, which looks like a giant magic staff. Nemo responds, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to use it. Camille's response is, I'll cast a spell on it. There you go, now you can use it. Then poses the question of why she couldn't do this herself. It was a very odd cutscene looking back on it. It's a minor quibble, but it really gave no explanation as to why this kid was the chosen one, so to speak. It was just like, you're going to do this because I can't. So you take this and you go do that and rescue my dad.
Doesn't it turn into like a yo-yo?
No, I think you're thinking of something else. You're thinking of Star Tropics, I think, which is another game we ought to cover.
What does it turn into?
It's just like a staff, like a big giant magic wand, and you can charge it and it'll shoot out a blast.
Okay.
Now, the next 3 levels of the game are Nightmare Land, which changes the gameplay dynamics slightly with the Morning Star. This is a weapon that allows you to attack without an animal by your side. Plus, it comes in handy to assist the 3 boss fights you will encounter at the end of these levels, with the last one, of course, being the Nightmare King. Upon his defeat, you will meet King Morpheus, who is grateful that you saved him, so grateful, in fact, that he's going to make you Prince of Slumberland.
Boom.
In typical fashion, with stories of these times, Nemo is honored, but he has to go home because he's promised his mother he'd get up bright and early every day. Then, everyone's sad, but he promises he'll come visit every night while he dreams. He goes home, wakes up the next day to a nice sunny day. The end.
Yay.
Now, it may sound like I'm mocking this, the game at this point, but it's not my intention, as these were very common tropes of the times. Outside of the story, the gameplay was very solid, and Nemo controlled very well, as did his animal counterparts. But I will say that Nemo always kind of felt heavy, as if he wasn't running fast enough, or maybe he wasn't jumping high enough based on his small stature. The game is also considered one of the hardest games on the NES, mainly due to its infinite barrage of enemies and those damn one-kill spikes. I do recall beating this game several times as a kid, but I do remember having struggles, mainly with level 3, which consisted of a moving train, diving planes, and spiky pain. I did a rhyme.
Spiky. The planes, didn't they dive at you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence, diving planes.
Oh, yeah, you said diving planes. I was just sitting there thinking in my head, I remember being on that train, and like you're running along, and they just kind of swoop down. And
Now, as always, I looked at the music, which was superb. I felt like most NES music from Capcom was always pretty solid and catchy. This company is the ones who brought us Mega Man, which is arguably has the catchiest music in all the video games, so it's no surprise that this score stands out just a bit. The music fits perfectly in its surroundings and at even times harkens back to an era from which it originated, especially like the main theme, which you probably already heard at this point. It really sounds like it came out in 1905, which is astounding. The game was well received upon its release and has even made its way onto several top 50 lists for the NES. But what does this game mean for me? For whatever reason, the game's inspirations became invisible over time, but looking back now, this game was the reason my first comic strip, known lovingly by Todd as Steven's Wacky Maze, is what it is today.
Say it right.
They can't see it. They can't
Lace?
see it.
Yeah, he does his head.
No, I did it one time, and you'll never let it go. This is why I don't like talking about this thing sometimes. The story is about a boy traversing an unknown land only to learn that it was a dream world. Granted, Nemo knows it's a dream, but still. Add to the fact that there's a weapon in one of my strips that is clearly the Morning Star. Obviously, other games like Zelda 2, Super Mario Bros., and even the more obscure Faxanadu influenced my comic strip as well, but Little Nemo was clearly the basis for a narrative. My excitement for this game ran deep. I remember seeing it previewed in a Nintendo Power magazine, which was a game magazine all the way back for those uninitiated who don't know what that is. You've got the internet and what.
Back when you needed hints.
Yeah,
that's right.
You didn't have the internet.
The look and gameplay of this game brought to life this anticipation I had not felt for a video game that I could ever recall. The cartoonish sprites, the bright, colorful levels, the numerous animal friends that get to help you explore. It may seem simplistic today, but back then it was unheard of. Talking about the game, looking back on it, hearing the music, it made me feel like it was, I was back in my youth, that I was a 10-year-old boy again. I could see glimpses of my past sitting in my bedroom that literally no longer exists, playing a game and loving every minute of it. I think we could all use a little bit of that. Something to take us back to a fun time in our youth. To escape the grown-up world for a brief time and explore the childlike wonder we all once had.
And that is the rest of the story.
You like
oh
it?
No, there's the rest of the
No,
story.
that's the show, guys.
That is the show.
What?
Did y'all like that?
That was kind of like that, yeah. I loved that game. And you ate candy in that game. That was your power-up.
Well, you threw it at the animals, and then they
Okay, they ate candy.
Yeah.
Okay, I just remember candy. Yeah. Like
As a kid, you're like, that's
how you bribe the animals.
Yeah, I do remember the candy.
Anyway, guys, that's our show.
Good show.
Thank you to all of our listeners out in Radio Land. I know you love that, so
Yeah, I like Radio
I'll keep it
Land.
on.
Thank
I'll keep it on for a while.
Yeah, keep that on there.
Remember to follow us on Twitter at Super Mega Crash. You can find us on Instagram or shoot us an email at supermegacrash@gmail.com. If you want to help support the show, you can press that like button. You can leave a review on your preferred platform. You can even go to patreon.com/Pencil and Paper Productions. And should you want to share the love, you can tell your friends to find us on the Pencil and Paper Podcast Network, found on Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Spotify, Google, Stitcher, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thank you so much for listening. I am Stephen White.
I'm Todd Stark.
And I'm Lacey Finley.
Join us again next time, Super Mega Crash siblings. But until then, game on.
This has been a Pencil and Paper Podcast Network production.